The third surge, the third technological revolution, was about big, huge capital goods. It was about chemistry, which wasn't for the people. It was chemistry for industry. It was about electricity, which wasn't for the people. It was electricity either for big, big companies or for producers as little motors to move whatever, even for small companies, but always not for consumers. It was big steel ships, steel in general, for, imagine, railways, for, I mean, the business of the railway was in part the construction of it, and then the business of moving products and people and the whole lot. So it wasn't really a consumer thing. So somehow, in every wave, money has to be in the hands of the proper profile. What you had in mass production was a thing that had to be like that. You wanted everybody to be middle-class consumers. So you made the workers who had never been middle class become middle income. The workers had also the houses and the cars and the washing machines and the refrigerators. That was about mass production. So you needed to have proper labor unions who would guarantee that a portion of the productivity increases would go into increased salaries, so that those people could buy the things you were producing. So even though every one of the companies would rather have lower wages for his workers, if everybody had higher wages, it was good for everybody. And you actually produced more. So the income redistribution measures of the welfare state not only guaranteed better, more consumption by everybody, better standards of living by more consumption, but they also had things like, for instance, unemployment insurance. If you're buying automobiles and refrigerators and houses and so on, and you're paying every month and you get fired, every time there's a recession, you're going to get thousands of refrigerators coming back, So actually, even things such as unemployment insurance were measures that had to do with making sure that the profile of income fitted the profile of what you were producing. Well, the third surge was about producing huge capital goods. So where you wanted the money was in the hands of the state and of the companies that were your clients. So it was not a wave about consumer products. This wave is both. This wave requires, without consumers, this wave would be mad. You need consumers, but you also need producers. In fact, because this provides the services for producers also. So in fact, you do need social cohesion. But because of globalization, you could have something that is like a layer across the whole globe of consumers and producers that are well off, and other layers that are marginalized. And that is the great danger. And unfortunately, it could work. But if it works that way, then Al-Qaeda is going to get worse, Messianic leaders are going to get worse, migrations are going to get worse. There are many social problems today that are the result of the income polarization that happens in every frenzy period. So then the people who live well are going to have, are going to live with protection fences and with, it would be a pretty ugly world. And it's so easy to make it better by having a sort of way of thinking that has to do with let's lift all boats because it's possible and it's going to be good for everybody.